Hello and welcome! Yay, Wednesday! We're halfway through the the stare down that's happening right now. Loki, they know, they see me getting ready, they see me moving stuff. They could be dead asleep. We're dead asleep in another room 10 minutes ago. Whoa. They're like, shoot, this concession stand is open. Welcome to the circus. I am your host, Phoenix Electra. This is my assistant, Loki. Down here, I have the little man, Baloo himself. And glowering to my left is the spectacular, the slim, the dark beauty herself, the Freya Froofers. They insist that they get the first go-arounds at the concession stand, so grab a snack, grab a project, a cat, a dog, a hamster, whatever. Let's get ourselves collected. The velvet ropes go up when we reach, if we can get 100 people in the 100 active commenters. Should we set lofty goals? Sure, why not? Not just 100 people watching the stream, 100 people chatting the stream. All right. I guess it's snack time. The boys say it's time. Then they're going to disappear. And we are going to stuff scraps into a sack. And we're going to work on Mount Scrap more because I have so much amazing fresh fabric. I don't need to get lost in the minutia of the scrap heap right now. We'll deal with that. There's going to be some amazing things coming. But now is not the time for that. We are going to feel good about shopping our stash and cutting into amazing new fabrics, because we might spend a little time checking in on our list of makes, how it's going. Is there anything we want 2 months into the year? How the heck did that happen? All right, boys and girls, cats and dogs, gentlemen and germs, ladies and germs. Look at snacks. Okay, Freya Froofers first. She's got screws in her crate. Okay, my sweet, sweet boys. Loki. Come on, little man. Gotta show your face. Oh, good boy. Who needs big cats when you can have cats like these? Alright, you wanna come here? Jump up. Oh, I'm trying to get him to sit up in my lap, and he is not having it right now. But I'm glad that I wasn't the only one who had... We'll see if it happens again today. That I keep closing down Rumble Studio thinking I'm ending a stream, and then I step away, look at my feed, and it says I'm streaming. I'm like, but I'm not live right now, so... sorry, I hope nobody was like sitting there. Leave her alone. But, yeah, folks have been made aware, wasn't the only one, so I guess that's a thing. Alright. I know, I guess I should be better about using their help or just posting about weird glitchy things on the X's, because I suspect that I'm not the only one with bizarre errors. Okay. Boys. No snackies. We're done. Concession stand is now closed for operations. Take your seats, take your cocktails, and let's begin. Alright, we have we made this paneled circle skirt last year. So, thought it was a good day. Do you have some more comments? And also, a time ago, on not a machine we have out today, actually we only have one out today, in my hands is the Closet Core poof pattern, which we made a number of years ago, and fits a surprising amount of fabric. Yeah, trouble. Well, did we see that? I jumped on her crate. She jumped out. Now he's gonna try to see if there's more snacks. But so you can put whatever you want in the poof. I use scraps to make it free printable pattern, relatively straightforward. I guess you could have done piping. I don't know. I definitely a beginner's project, super easy. Okay. And here we have a part of tub of scraps. Oh, you are okay. Let me just wind this up real fast. I think I'd gone through and touched these scraps a little bit not too long ago, trying to organize, because we got a couple of scrappy projects and certain things I think are going to find their final form, remnants from other projects. We made a skirt out of this. We've got 2 meters of ruffle. Okay. Let me... Oh, this is... Okay. I'm going to leave out... I have one box that is primarily my stretchy stuff. Not that I need that for scraps, but I think, yeah, just gonna leave those ones out. And... Okay, so the 2 boxes that I have set out of things. But other things, we're just going to start stuffing and not thinking too hard about it, because I've got beautiful fabric and I need this to not be staring at me. Bag does not go to get stuffed. Alright, let me stand up. Oh, that's a problem. Okay. There's a couple things that we are not going to stuff. For the most part, there's... Okay. You know what, for right now, we're not going to deal with these things, so I'm just going to open the bag and see if we can get... Let's stuff it. I need some fun, like, background music. Okay, don't think, just stuff. These are not all scraps. Stop looking. Keep stuffing. Not even scraps. These are like old sheets, my favorite. We made a chemise out of this that was a sheet set. The pink flamingos with Airstreams. But I might as well sit on them while they wait for life as rag rugs or whatever. Let's see here. I think we need to grab another box of fabric scraps. Alright, we got some right here. These aren't like the little, there's some bigger stuff. How's everybody's week been going? Are things good? I'm not bad. Not the most horrible. Things are fine. Oh, maybe we've got our little piece. This is, I did not make this. But, you. There. Alright, where are we? We have pins. We don't need that. We have half of a crocheted blankie. Felt out because we still have for some kiddos an advent calendar. So we won't forget. That's gonna stay on the list. This can go. Okay. Oh, my stress level. There's like big pieces. Oh, I shouldn't. All right. Let's. Just throw the random knitted stuff in there. You can put some more stuff. What is this? Is this a pant leg? Yes. Oh, yeah. So my brain is like, but don't put the little skull pieces in there. I'm like, I still have them. It's okay. I'm not gone. Okay. Oh, there's no more scrappies. And still, we have room for quite a bit more. The basket is just about empty, which is great. Now we can replace a ugly plastic tote with a cute, soft sitting poof in here. Yay! I'll leave the silk out to play with. And then when I go back in here, it'll be like a surprise of all the treasures of like, I remember when I made that. I remember what project that was from. This poof is seen better days. Oh! An empty box, and I found my lapis lazuli. And this was the last pieces in there. You can go there. Tear away, like, counted cross-stitch canvasy stuff. Pocket, bigger pieces. Alright. And I could still put some more in here to make it a little bit more poofy. Yay! less space, prettier, and still holds things for when I'm ready to have them. I didn't have to get rid of things, just needed to make them more aesthetically pleasing and provide cats with new seating opportunities, because cats in boxes. What do we have? We've got sequinning to do. We can play a little bit with making the meshes from that we learned on Saturday, the first open work stitches. And got my list. I've got some sketches. I've got some ideas for new things. Oh, and we have that leather to sew. I did try a sample. I stitched it with the treadle. I switched out for a leather needle because it does make a difference. And then I was thinking I was just going to take the smallest die cutter from the eyelet punch and whack some eyelets in and to use as holes for shoelaces, because I have some random lengths of shoelaces. So there's that. Alright, I don't have any tea. It's encouraging everybody else to bring a beverage, and I forgot my own. But I'm just picking up a few scraps. Oh, that's good. Then we can pretty up where the beads and buttons, knitting needles, and crochet hooks are. We could put the camera on here and move around, because I don't have all these surfaces, and to have a big place to lay my cutting mats out that's not holding a camera or different things. Okay. Our list. So sewing the smocked dress kind of made me think of a couple things. Plus I saw a cute little advertisement for Old Fashioned ladies undergarments, and there were some cute things, so I did some sketching. So I was thinking a baby doll dress, one of those with this ruffly part at the bottom and snaps with flowers at the shoulders, and then under that some. I think I might have stumbled upon this year's Great Rhinestoning E6000 Misadventure project. So stay tuned for that, because that was not on the list. It's like, I should have just written rhinestone somewhere, because it's kind of become an annual tradition where we try not to taste the E6000 adhesive and then fail horribly. I need to wait a little bit. It's not warm enough yet in that project. Absolutely 100% best done outside or in a very well ventilated area, because that adhesive is potent. Very potent. Oh, I was also sketching, because if I'm going to offer a product or something, I want it to be meaningful, but just not some bog standard whatever. So I've been sketching and toying the idea of little circus tent pins because there was that purchase from the Goodwill. Look at all these rhinestones. The Goodwill is my danger zone. Because we picked up there, we have flat pin backs and then also some of the flat back pins that have the back, like tie pins or hat pins or whatever. So yeah, those were some of the notions going around in my head hole. Also, it's just good to sniff pencils. This is watercolor. No, this is not a watercolor pencil. This is just a Crayola. My preferred pencils. Allie got me on pencil sniffing. The scent of those Ticonderogas or my HB drawing pencil. It's a thing. Okay. This fabric that we did the smock dress out of, that we have to finish the sequins, just got me thinking on a whole bunch of things. To go along with the baby doll dress, a sheer robe thingy that's got sleeves, because in my sketches for the smocked dress, I thought about adding billowy sleeves that were gathered down at the wrists. And I didn't do that because that dress transformed into something that I like equally, but a little bit different. However, to have a sweet little robe jacket thing to wear with it over it, that we can use that as a way to tie the smocking to gather it in at the yoke in the back so that it flares out and is nice and full, as well as the rhinestones, so that we look good coming and going. And that panel, I'm telling you, that panel will be a bit smaller so that it's not going to overshadow the front, but it's just like, so that, there's that. And going through what we have on our list, I think I'm going to hold off. I'm not feel like I have to do this smocked in the gingham. And here we have some fresh fabric. Or what I have laid out. Or just forget that I said anything. But let me do. Of course, whatever. Hey, Jess, welcome. Happy Wednesday, I think. I don't know. Oh, that was interesting that I caught bits and pieces of you're going through the Civil War quilt blocks. Fun, educational things. But I think I'm going to table that dress for now. I know, it's... William, okay, there we go. Now folks are trickling on in. So, just got done with my yammering section. Where was I going? I don't know. But yeah, I've got words, reviewing the lace. We do have to get back to those corded stays. We've got so much things. We'll do a McTwinny twin, right? Because it's Ash Wednesday, so Lent officially starts today. Do we have an over or under on whether the Pope's gonna die before Easter? Because I need to drag out. I think I've got the Pope dying on one of my bingo cards. I need to go check through. See, I don't think I've made a bingo yet, but we should check that out. Oh, good, good. It's much better to do things if we enjoy them, especially if it's for our own fun and pleasure. Okay, so I'm gonna pause on that game. I don't want to do it. I want to do some more smocking, but I don't think I want to do that gingham artistic dress that I was thinking of right now. So I'm scratching that off the list. Corded stays that we have. Oh, so we've got that red, got the panel skirt. We have our chemise a la reine and the underpinnings for that, which is also gets us back to we need to finish those corded stays. But I was realizing that the chemise a la reine needs a fancy petticoat or a fancy chemise. So I remembered that we have this lavender with the flowers. At least a yard and a half, I think, probably more than that. And foolish me was like planning ahead because I went through and started because there is a border section with the little lavender rosette or lavender colored rosettes. Yeah, we'll go with that. More densely packed versus the more sporadic for the top. So I started to thread pull to separate so we can cut a perfect fine line. And if nobody's had the pleasure of thread pulling, you should try that experience just once, unless you really enjoy it and or need it. It does have its place, but you will question your life choices while you're doing it. So there's that. We'll review the shape of that type of chemise. I don't want it like super huge, but it's got to be big enough. And I think we'll do like short sleeves because the poofiness will come from the outer garments, but yeah, because that just doesn't need a lining. It just needs the right underclothes. So is that on my, do I even have that on my list? Yep, lilac chemise. All right, we have the fabric for that. We have our chemise a la reine sketches. I really want to cut into that green fabric back there. So we have that. For the two dresses I described earlier, we have meters and meters of the sheer fabric to cut into 6-inch strips. Oh, William Threadpale and Wolverine was a great oh, Threaded Pale and Wolverine. That's funny. I've not. There's so many movies. I'm not a big movie watcher right now. I don't know. But I don't like how everything. I don't know how to see things the way I would like to because I refuse to pay for more subscription video services than I'm already subscribed to. Because I can't say that I don't participate, but I am contemplating nixing a couple because I don't use them, and yet I'm paying for them every month. So we might have to change that. Okay. Should we sew some leather on the treadle? Let's just start with these trapeze boots. Oh, the question I was questioning myself was if I wanted to add a little piano to separate my leg from the lacing. But I can still do that because right now the first thing is to sew up for the undersole. I'm just going to do 2 lines like a scant quarter-inch apart. And then maybe we'll get out the eyelet punch and punch some eyelets, the holes, because I'm not putting metal grommets in these. Because I'm not. B, I don't want them to fall out. C, in my head, I'm going to have at some point to be around people who are competent and skilled enough and be appropriately garbed and confident and skilled enough to light my toys on fire. And I don't want the metal, if something happens, to burn to my skin. No. And I have so many buttons. We could just do art projects just with buttons. But should we actually like do some sewing? I'm glad I tried. I know Brunhild is like, she's kind of mad at me. We'll just do this one part on this machine because I think it needs 2 hands. And on, or should we? Okay. All right, you convinced me. I'll move the camera, adjust the microphone, and we'll sew the leather on Brunhild because she's lonely and hasn't had attention. Let me see what we need to adjust. Also, the big question is my brain going to remember how to thread this machine? Because things are a little bit backwards. Can I zoom all in back here? That's not the most ideal. Okay. I'm going to sew this quick portion here, and I will figure out what did I do to my mic stand. Okay. I'll play with a camera angle for Sunday that we can show off Brunhild to her most spectacularness rather than this half-assed, I just want to work on this project. I had to stop myself. I was going to just sew this by myself, but I don't think we've sewn leather here. We sewed vinyl. But not leather. So, there's a first time for everything. I marked on the right and wrong sides about a 1/4 inch, and I just have some paper. I know people buy these like fancy fabric clippy things, and I almost was having a FOMO moment, but I have these paper ones. So we're gonna use those to clip the top and the bottom because we can't put pins in leather, because once there's a hole, there's forever a hole. Yep, that's what I said, and I'm sticking to it. I don't know if I should, but too late now. I'm just going to put one clip at the bottom because I need some room to get under the machine. Should we be extra fancy and use the walking foot with the leather needle? Why not? Who's gonna stop us? I guess me if I don't remember which drawer. There we go. Here's our walking foot. It's gonna just step along on the leather. These are these funny feet where you need to get it lined up, get the bar over the needle bar. Get up there. There's so many parts to this foot. There we go. Oh, and I can't read the chat. Hey, Allie, welcome, welcome. I hope you are in less heat, discomfort. Oh, I stuffed Scrap. And I still have room for more scraps. The closet core, poof. It's a free printable pattern if you need a scrap stuffer. She fits a goodly amount. It was that giant red plastic tote, and there's still room for more. Much more aesthetically pleasing. I almost wish she was taller by about 6 inches. Maybe I can stuff her that much and see if I can sit on her to sew that poof to sew on instead of the stool. Okay, don't anybody tell Brunhild we're gonna sew the leather on this machine. Maybe. Oh, you know what? Now I remember why. Why I did that other seam technique. Because on the vinyl ones, I have one where we'd flat felt, another where we just did it together, and this under the foot area is very short, but also narrow. I get maybe if we sew from the more open side instead of the really tight closed side. Oh yay! Chatters all around. Good. The seats at the circus are getting fannies are filling the seats. Yay! Oh, you're a little that left. Good. I am glad to hear that. We are all glad to hear that. Now I understand why the cobblers, folks who do fiddly leather, have a machine that just is like non-existent because the table gets in your way. I'm kind of scared to sew this. It doesn't matter. If I ruin it, I've got more leather. Just try it. What's it gonna hurt you? Okay, we're sliding. I think we're down enough. I'll just double check at the end. We're gonna be flat, we're lined up. Now it helps if I thread the machine. It's the little things. Alright, we're just gonna use the white. It's on the bottom, nobody's gonna see. Just needs to be utilitarian. I almost thought I had some like really thick. We'll try this. We've got more. I've got enough if I need to make more. Because who doesn't need more leather things? I know I got to see some cute small humans today. Oh, the chubby cheeks I saw. They just were like squeezable. Oh yes, Allie, the cylinder arm machines all have a platform that comes with it, like a table. Some of the 29 UFA singers. Yeah, those ones are just, they're so interesting. And that the ones where you kind of like you stitch like horizontal to where you think you would, because it like rolls. Wow, nope, I just want to take a picture of the screen, please. Yeah, they just fascinate me. Oh, just throwing stuff around, like rolling the pieces in between and the way it stitches. Something different. Oh, that's right, Phoenix. You did not finish threading the machine because you got all excited. Thinking about these fancy machines that would make this task a little easier, but I don't sew enough of them to make them financially beneficial. Okay, we've got enough. I don't want to be too scant. So I'm just going to do a line down, get to the end, and then a line back. We'll tie it off. I'll leave enough thread because I'm kind of afraid to backstitch. I don't want to tear the leather and make the... Oh. Phoenix, move the stuff so you can let the folks watch you sew leather. Then we can look at the big pieces of lace I have sitting next to me. I think this was supposed to be Sunday show leather and lace, and okay. Felt like I was getting stuck in the feed dogs. There we go. Okay, we're gonna unclip. And I told myself it didn't matter if we were like 1/8 of an inch too tight, because over time I'm sure these will stretch. You just have to fit my little footy in. I'm just gonna rotate back around and tie one off. We might make a third row of stitches. I forgot where I'm so confused. Wait, did I? I think I just sewed down the exact same line that I sewed just there. That was fun. Alright. Well, that's... Sure. Instead of perforating it anymore, let's tie this off and we'll see what we have done. Okay, there should be 2. Okay, I am going to do a square knot, but go do 3 throws per side so that it stays nice and taut. I know this section is so little, and oh, we're just ripping our thread now. I think I was like just on the edge of the feed dog, and the leather didn't want to feed through. I was like, hey, this is such a little, so small. I went through, I found to tomato seeds, pepper seeds, green beans, and a whole bunch of flowers. Some mixed ones, plus a couple of special ones for my special garden. Things that make pretty flowers. Alright, let's see Phoenix is first at leather sewing. Okay, should we? No, we just have to punch some laces in the back. Alright. Really, do I be wearing stockings? Do I want to? Maybe I will sew a little flap to go underneath to protect my leg from the laces, because I'm sure that I'll pull them too tight. Alright. Trapeze boot numero dos. And we'll put the clip at the most narrow side, because it does seem to help to have the maximal maneuverability at the beginning. Because you know you're just going to do that tight little section for just a second, and then you're going to have more room again. Okay. Let's see here. Hopefully this one goes a little bit more smoothly. Yeah, the walking foot. Good choice. Good idea, folks. Just rotate. I am going to try to not have the two lines of stitches exactly on top of each other on this iteration. Just to A, mix it up, B, have a compare and contrast moment, and C, because I think that I wanted to do this and it's not the first version. Ow. Alright. Gosh. Should we move the camera closer to the floor so we can smash these holes in real fast? They're just small. Okay. Need to do that on the floor because I don't have enough leverage with the grommet press if I have it on a surface. Actually, but I'm just going to punch holes. I'm not pressing in grommet, so I think, never mind. We can pop it up here real quick. Wow, thanks everybody. 10 slipping on in. Awesome, awesome. Everybody. Is everybody welcome at the circus? Most people are welcome. We're glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. The cats are not in this room anymore, so it's just me. Alright, we can mark trapeze boots just about off of our project list. I was thinking for the leather stays, there were some versions where you can just take a single piece of leather and just have the lace up the front, the back, wherever you want it. And then there was other versions that you cut the panels out and then do the leather stitches by hand to make them flat. Smack or pinch holes goes with my Neanderthal tendencies, yes. Oh, we haven't had that joke in a while, Ellie. Yeah, let's smack holes. These look a little these are definitely Neanderthal trapeze boots. They look like they were cut a little jaggedy, which they were because I did a terrible job with the blade. Should we mark or just 1, 2? All right, we'll do a little bit of measuring. Also, if I'm going to add that extra length of leather on the back side, I don't want the holes to get in the way. I'm surrounded by pens, but not one right next to me. But I have lip gloss. Okay. Let's do about 1/2 inch down. Actually, that's like 1 inch down. Just gonna end up eyeballing this and then duplicating it. I don't know why I'm trying to do anything different. Okay, I need to make sure I leave enough space because the hole is gonna take up space. Do I? Let's, before I get any farther into this path, take out our, nope, that's not our tester piece. Because every once in a while we do try to use good practices. Okay, I'm just unscrewing so we can get the littlest ones. Or was this the littlest one? Let's see here. Okay. Nope, this one looks littler. Where are you? There we go. Just making noise. Yeah, I don't want to add the metal pieces. You know what? Let's just try it on the scrap piece just to say we did. So I can remind myself why I'm not going to do it. Because that makes that. I forget how to put this together. Alright, there's one piece. I'm being confused. I'm confusing myself, which is not that hard to do. Okay. These things is not like the other. These things doesn't like. There we go. We were putting the pieces in upside down. This is the little one. Okay, little fatty in the bottom, little skinny in the top. And I guess it's just as well I'm watching myself on the monitors because Well, wouldn't be the only thing I do by feel sometimes. Alright, we're on the solid part of the table. I really want to do this on the floor instead, but you can't see. Oh, we punch through. It kind of worked. All right, I'm going to do this part, the punching of the holes, by myself later because I need to set the contraption on the floor so that short little me has enough leverage to apply enough force to puncture holes. But I like that size. I've got shoelaces just long enough. And I'm still being wishy-washy about sewing the lacing strip panel in the back. I think I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that, but I'll get it all set up so that Brunhild can have her moment in the sunshine because she's looking at me very neglected. And we can't have that because she knows if for whatever reason I had to run and I could only pick one machine, that she's the winner. Yup. She's not the speediest, but she's the smallest and most easily portable that doesn't require electricity. Okay, we have a plan. We sewed leather. Check. Momentarily, the trapeze boots are going to be done, so I'm going to cross those off the list, which means we have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We completed 7 projects so far this year, or just very nearly so, just about 8, because that silver dress with the sequins is almost done too. Almost 8, so that's we're a third of the way done. And I already said we're going to swap out that artistic dress, black and white gingham smock dress I might leave it and just add something else on. I just don't want to wear that dress right now. So I don't want to spend the time to make it. Or I guess maybe that's the perfect time to make it because smocking on that little gingham is gonna take a little bit more time. How many pencils do I have in my hair? Alright, we're up to 2. I guess we also need a running cat. We need, like, how many pencils does Phoenix have lost in her hair? How many needles did we break? I did not sew any more sequins on, so we have that sitting next to me. Do we want to look at the lengths of lace that I have? Yardage, I mean. Because I got a couple. Just to review what we have. First up, we have white. This cute delay flower pattern. Next. Orange. Another flower pattern, actually very similar to the last one, just in a different colorway and different fabric. Are these the same? Wouldn't that be funny? Similar, but I guess anything lace and flowers is always gonna look kind of similar. Okay, so we have those 2. We have this red that is in a more vertical pattern. No, why won't you show up? different red one. Pattern's not showing up nicely. Oh, there's orange. We have about a yard of this gold with the black. No, black with gold on a flesh colored backing. And last but not least, yeah, black. Oh, right. That's so funny, Allie. We could make a creamsicle colored one with the orange and the white and do a paneled skirt with it. Yes, with the red and the black. Yeah. Yes. We could make two different paneled circle style skirts because I was also thinking it would be fun to do them paneled and have little ties on the inside so I could wear them as overskirts as a detail layer for something else and then have it in different heights. You know what I'm saying? Are they like loop them up and they're all drapey and bouncy? Yeah, so those are our lengths of lace plus all the lace that we can, the littler detail lace. Maybe we'll cut up into some lace this weekend. Yeah, oh, that would be cute too. Because the black and the gold together, black and white, black and red. We'll see how many combination. We'll see. What should we? How many paneled circle skirts, hooks and eyes? Okay, yeah. Ooh, that's better. Cause I was thinking, because it's like ties would show, hooks and eyes. That. And eyes. Lace skirts. Perfect. Oh, that's going to be even better because we are not lacking in hooks and eyes either. So maybe that'll be. I'm getting ahead of myself. I've got too many projects I want to cut into. Maybe we'll do some. Ooh, jet on bead weights for the bottom. Okay. Jeton. It's fun thinking of weighting stuff. I've got a garment, one of the ones my grandma made. I think she's got metal washers in the bottom at the end of the button placket in the front so it would lay flat. I don't like this pencil to write with. I need to find my fancy drawing pencil. These watercolor pencils and regular colored pencil, they just don't smell right. They don't have a satisfactory sniff to them. Oh my. Wait. I do have lots of beads we can. I will have to look those up, what that is. Should we? Let's see here. Okay, we'll figure that out. Wow, we are. What's happening? I guess we've got a time where. All right, should we actually do some sewing? Do we want to sew sequins? Do I want to practice my The open work stitches. Yeah, let's do a couple of those. Open up the E6000 and give that a bit. Yes. I think that I settled on this year's E6000 project. Funny that you should mention that. Some cute little burlesque underpanties with a tearaway cup bra. And we'll have the rhinestones in between the poppers on the front of the cups. And then on the design of the front, I haven't figured out what I want for the back. But we have a project. It's been mentioned already today. This year's How Phoenix gets a little out of it on E6000. We probably need another couple of weeks for it to be warm enough so I can throw open all of the windows, because yeah, Jess, this will be a treat. If you've not been around for this now annual show that occurs, the E6000 one on underclothes. Yes. I think these are. What about for performance things? If I'm just going to spray it with vodka, this is just shiny stage clothing, not my everyday underclothes. I don't everyday need tearaway cumbra and rhinestone bedangled panties. These are special. Or else I would completely agree with you. Yeah, no, I would. We'll be choosy. Or we'll just sew on sequins. Or we'll do we could rhinestone the sequins that we're going to sew on. I am getting ahead of myself with way too many ideas. Wow, this camera angle is only half a face. This is the first time you're hearing it. You're right. You are in for a treat. This will be the third year in a row. Yes, the third annual E6 Misadventures was E6000. It is a show not to be missed, and or a lesson to impressionable individuals. This is why you always use a well-ventilated area with certain adhesives, because that show could have its own bingo card of it's like, oh, I'm smelling it, I feel fine, I'm tasting it, hysterical bouts of laughter, grumping, I need a bedazzler. I keep seeing them at the Goodwill every once in a while. I do. I love the yelling at me. That's I need it. Don't tease me because I've also never done the heat set rhinestones, and I'm like, heat gun, more rhinestones. I don't need my arm twisted to want to buy more sparkly things. Oh, let's hear Allie. Make life easy on myself. Why do all the burden of adorning a garment and become periodically a prisoner of your own home? Practically a prisoner of your own home. You're right. Yeah, I can't wear those out in public. Well, I can wear those out in public. It's just not for my current day job. I would never leave the house if I was bedazzling all day. I'm too beautiful to leave the house. Too sparkly. Yeah, I'll keep my notions opened. First, we've got more sequins to sew. Don't delay order today, right? you are, I'm not being enabled right now. That's why I haven't gone to Joann Fabrics yet. I have to, like, think. Now that I keep touching myself, is like, are there any... I have... And the one thing that I went there a couple years ago that they didn't have is nice hook and bars on a tape. Oh, let's see here. Ellie, did I see what Bernadette Banner did? She beaded the whole dress panel by panel. I know. I did see that. And... yup. Rich... okay, I see what's happening. I'm being shamed. There will be into not using the E6000, but actually hand stitching beads on. Okay, I'm picking up what's being put down now, and I can probably not. I have the knowledge and just about all of... No, I think I have enough beads, depending on what I'm doing. Alright. I have sequins, I have beads. I know how to stitch beads to fabric, because... And, you know what I haven't done in ages and a day is to make beaded fringy trims. When I was a younger human, I had the opportunity to learn Iroquois Haudenosaunee beadwork techniques from some of the tribe members. Hey, horror! Welcome, welcome! It's Wednesday. I hope your shows have been going spectacularly. I hope everybody's streams has been going good, or their chats have been ruckus. I know, Jess, that was super awesome. I've got... Okay. We could do a higher quality costume than just rhinestones that we glue on with E6000. It's almost like the difference between a gymnastics leotard where there is a lot, or like a skating costume where there is a lot of rhinestones on the four-way stretch applique stuff, and then other costumes that it's all done by hand. Ah, the Canadians. Hello, hi. Welcome, Canada. Oh, man. What craziness has been afoot? Let's... Okay. Oh, yeah, I stitched a leaf on the water soluble. Because then I was looking... Of course I stumbled on this video of using the water soluble stabilizer to sew flower petals and then use them to make a three-dimensional flower. It's like, do I really need more ideas? But I guess the answer is yes. And I have white thread. Okay, where are we? Yes. Oh, did I... Where were we the last time I had this dress out? I'm gonna do a little... Find a button or something that's all big and pretty for the shoulder, because it's a little bit... I've got a little bit too much room. That's what I pulled these ones out. And also... something else. Nope, got it pinned up so I know where to stitch it in the back. Don't want white. Let's get something gold. Ooh, we've got these two pearly gold toned. Those are a contender. Not something big. Well, oh, that's silver, but this one's cute. It's kind of got like a curly stuff in it. Oh, that's not a good picture. I know, I've got to keep myself moving around. This one is cute, but I don't know if I have two of them. Ooh, but we do have two of these ones. It's flat and then ridged in the middle. Oh, I should put the options where we can see them. I think I'd know where the camera was. Alright, what else is a contender in this bag of buttons? Oh, these have got my fake Roman ones. I think this is feels like plastic. Three of those. Do we want to really have one that's got multiples? This iridescent one is cute. I think I only have one of them. I'll just use it to pretty up the shoulder. The white flower. Oh, that is. Yup, that does look like a strawberry flower. Very much so. Yeah, now I'm dreaming. I'm looking out in the car and I was like, is there strawberries out there? Where's my strawberry plants? I should go check. That is true. Now I want Now I want strawberries from the garden. I'm ready. The garden's not ready to produce that for me yet, but I'm ready for the eating of such. The rest of these are more silver toned. I think let's go with the strawberry flower ones. I think that's a good choice, Allie. We'll just sew those at the shoulder to help nip everything in, and we're gonna add bling and shininess. Might as well just go all the way. Yeah, because I don't know if I sprayed the E6000 with vodka over time, because it's fat soluble, it would dissolve the glue. Okay. Well, you need to go back into your sack. There's. This rope one is fun. Why does everything have to be so cute? Fun buttons. Oh, I've got big and miniature, but do I just have one of each? What's up with that? Okay. Alright, enough button linking. Okay, stop. We're gonna use the strawberry flower ones. Strawberry flowers forever. Ooh, that was something. Yeah, so once we finish this, do we want to continue on our sheer silver collection? We've got to finish up our stays. We've got the fabric for the lavender chemise. And I see in my future cutting, I think I'm gonna do 2-inch by 14-inch triangles of the lace, and we'll just cut up a whole bunch and mix and match. I like the idea of the orange and white creamsicle. I do like the red and black. I'll bring out the back of ugly buttons and let's check those out. Okay, alright. Do we want ugly buttons next? Hold on. Okay, let's see what I've got in my ugly buttons. I don't know if there is such a thing as ugly buttons, though. Oh, thank you, Jess. You're off to get a cheeky quilter stream in. Oh, fun, fun. Have a great night. Enjoy the next stream. All right. Fun, fun. Everybody's getting here. I know, it's so hard. There's so many streams in so many places, and I only have so many devices, and I've got more poppers and hooks and bars. This box, this ancient Old English leather cologne box was my these buttons are my grandma's. These are the blue buttons. But this dress is not blue. I know, because it's this, I will sew the sequins on, because it's kind of like doing the poppers that use the tulle versus sew on, and I was going to sew on the poppers, so I might as well. Okay. Already been talked out of it. These are white buttons and a cowboy hat. What? And a thimble. Alright, what a collection this is. White cowboy hat. Cowboy hat button. Hearts, white. Tiny little red roses, but too little. They're like negligee buttons. I don't need... What? I have this many of these gold ones. We should save them. Or something that we need more than 2. This doesn't need to be here. Baked orange rind for making ornaments. This is from a jacket I don't have anymore. It's like flower in a bronze colored. The giant white one. Oh, I think we also use these ones on our poofy pants that we made and have yet to find an opportunity to adorn our legs with. Hey, Free Groupers. Oh, this has like a plastic back that got crushed on this flower one. That button's seen better days. This is freestanding embroidery lace that I did on the Baby Lock, the set it and forget it version of embroidery sewing, which is fine. I just don't care for it. Oh, cute little red star. Gold accents, cute. I think they're all cute buttons. Alright, even the ugly buttons. Not big enough. I think I'm still leaning towards the strawberry flowers. I don't know. Oh, yeah, this doesn't look great. That basket weave. Don't know. Oh, this is a trick button. It's a button in a button. Really see, cute, all cute. It is hard to decide. Actually, it can be hard to decide. In this instance, it was made a little bit easier because I only needed 2. I wanted a particular size, and I wanted some gold accents. So I think we're gonna keep with the original. Now that we have this button tin oven, let's dump the other buttons in. You picked a fine day to stop huffing. I picked a fine day to stop huffing E6000. Yes. Yep, there's never a wrong day to make a good decision for yourself. But I think I want matching buttons. Alright, I'm settled. We're going to do those ones. We're going to have to figure out if we don't. I think on the tearaway part for the. Actually, well, you know where else we can do is E6000 on is pasties. Because those things need to be shiny and sparkly. And we can also use an excuse to sew tassels so that we can practice that I should not, whatever. Well, practice tassel twirling because that is an old-fashioned burlesque skill. Oh man, what's this? Must have been. Oh, you know what? I bet these were for the front of the garment, like a jacket, and then the side wrist pockets. That's what's going on. Oh, Allie, that was your favorite running gag. Oh, from Airplane. That is such a funny movie. Always pick the wrong day to stop this or that. Yep. It's always a wrong day for something. That is a pretty funny movie. I have not thought about that one in a while. All right. We have buttons picked. We have sequins to sew. We have panels to cut. And I'm not really all right, let me pick up these buttons so I can find the sewing machine. We sewed leather. I'm going to punch the holes. It's been a good productive. It's been a good go ahead. And hopefully when we get to the end, I don't think we're fully there yet, but we'll see if Rumble Studio actually remembers to close out the stream and not start a new one, because it was super fun finishing streams 2 days in a row over the weekend, stepping away and then looking at Rumble. And on YouTube too. Was it live on YouTube also? I should double check. I was like, I'm not supposed to be live. I'm not sitting in front of my camera and computer. I'm not live right now, but sure enough, the studio thought I was. That was not helpful. These sequins aren't going to sew themselves, so might as well spend 15-20 minutes seeing how much can we get done so that we can call this project done and dusted. And then I can figure out what to wear underneath it so I can slip it on for a stream, or this is one you just have to take my word. It looks super cute. It's just the fabric's a little sheer. Or is that my premium content for the locals? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we've got getting the garden ready, getting stuff tidied. I have to figure out and go through my wool garments again because I saw another moth in the room. Loki! There's my trickster of a boy. It is almost dinner time. He's probably in the other room. Oh, I need a full head. Okay, that's better. Oh, we called the wrong cat. Hey, little dude. Okay, let me move that so we don't. Where are you? Alright, it's not a Loki, but... Oh, I need to keep my eye out. I thought that floofy gray tabby that was had a collar a couple weeks ago, and maybe it's a different cat. Saw them yesterday, but they were not wanting to weight bear on their front right paw. Opened the door with the snack sack, shook it, and by the time I got to where Kitty was, they'd booked it. So I... Hey, Loki! Wow, effort. Ellie, you called all of them. We got all the cats. Why are you... Okay. Yeah, oh, he's just... right where he's not. What, Wait. Silly kitties. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So I don't know whether that cat's just super skittish or an unhoused cat who doesn't know that the sound of a snack sack means food. I don't think we can really... I don't know if Loki's ready for another kitty, and I don't have a place right now to do kitty quarantine. So I don't know. But I feel like if they really are hurt, to at least get them, see if we can crate them to get them checked out overnight or something. Oh, why do cats have to be outside hurting themselves? I don't like it. Oh, now I can use that thimble that we pulled out. Have we done a poll? Thimble users or not thimble users? Or it depends on what you're working on. I'm curious. I was not originally a thimble user until I decided I kind of enjoy using a thimble. And I get, hey AK! Welcome! Stream and chat. You're making the rounds. You are always welcome, sir. We are back to sewing some sequins, because sequins ain't gonna sew themselves. I need to... So I'm propped up a little bit. Awesome. Oh, we've got we're just moving and shaking. We've got Across the Pond. We've got North America. Allie is not a thimble user. Mostly a thimble user. Okay. Sometimes not right. Sometimes where it's like, it's just going to be super quick. I'm just putting in a couple of stitches. I don't really need a thimble. But once I started using it, I kind of liked it. Didn't know how much I was going to like it until I tried it. Now I'm kind of hooked. It is, yes, it is. We've got more bits and bobs and lace sewn down. We've got the back pinned. Yep, slowly but surely, this dress is going to be something sparkly and fun. Now I'm going to have to figure out what's a good act to go with this dress. What are some good tricks? And to see, probably should go back to the studio so that people see me rehearsing, or we're gonna have to put together our own little Halloween show. Because is it weird that I'm thinking of a Halloween performance in March? No, not really. These things take time to create. I do miss performing in front of a live audience. I mean, that's what we're doing right now, but, you know, I can't hear you all clapping when the show's going well. Oh no, the weather's a nightmare there. I can't complain here. It's 50 in the daytime and 30s in the nighttime. I'd like some more rain. Is it too cold, too snowy? What's the weather across the pond? I know, are you guys on the East Coast getting snow? You getting your fill of winter? I've got daffodils blooming, and I've seen some other, the irises are coming up. So it's, for all intents and purposes, we are full into spring here. And I'm not going to complain. What I am hopeful, though, is that when the snow hit at the end of the beginning of last month, hopefully it didn't break down all of the lavender, not the lavender, the lilac shrubs, because they were a little, it's seen better days, so I don't remember which is still alive and which is broken yet, so it'll be a surprise. Oh, I'm not catching the knots very nicely. Alright. I know, sometimes it helps. I'll stick my finger in the thread so that it doesn't make the knot too early. I'm not sinking my thread after I'm cutting the knots. Probably should, but oops. Let's see here. AK in my shed house. There's no heating. You'll be heading home soon though, so you can see my breath. Ugh. Those studio spaces. Oh. Well, I hope you had a productive day at the office. I'm gonna have to fix that one. God, you can't see. I have a giant floopy loop that shouldn't be there. Guard. I would like a garden house out in the back 40. That would be very agreeable to me. With a little pallet stage. There's tricks I like to do, but I don't like to lay on the grass. There's ants in the grass, and they itch me. At least they're not fire ants. But... oh, we are just yammering. Should I save it, or should I just... okay, I'll just get it out of my system now, because there'll be other things to talk about on Sunday. I did watch The Address last night, just to see what was going on. And there was a couple moments that were a little pulling at the heartstrings. The young lad who all he wanted, who has at 8 by 8, a 13-year-old who has had 13 brain surgeries due to a brain tumor, brain cancer. And all he wanted, his goal in life was to be in the police department, and he was made an honorary Secret Service member. Like, they thanked him, and then I don't think he knew that he was going to be deputized as an honorary Secret Service person. And his eyes got so wide, and just the joy on that young human's face was a sight to behold. And then the chap who heard Trump say, "Dear, we are pleased to announce your acceptance into West Point Academy." Like, to have waiting for university acceptance letters is kind of its own hell of just what's gonna happen. And to just go knowing that you're just gonna be recognized, but then to find out you were accepted into the school of your dreams was also a bit touching. think I had a couple of leaks I had to manage, but yeah, some stuff we'll just talk about the fun parts of that speech. That was it. So there's other things to question, and we'll see how that all plays out. So, I don't know. Right now, we have sequins. Oh, it sparkles. And that's right, because it was that party 2 years ago when we emotionally shopped and bought all those pounds of sequins to sew on. Alright. I see sequin. Oh, I can't. Voice, don't give out on me now. Gonna make a joke about sequins ahead, but if we can't speak clearly. Well, you know what I haven't done too much? I have just been assuming that these sequins are not stuck together, because every once in a while with when they get punched, they just kind of like nestle up together and you'll accidentally stitch on two. It doesn't really matter. But it's helpful to just double check every once in a while. Oh, that's what's up with Meghan Markle thinking her last name should be Sussex. And has Amber Heard had her baby yet? Was she really pregnant with a second baby? That why the news is trying to have her, like, I keep seeing her name pop up again all of a sudden. Always sew your sequins on sequentially. Yes. No haphazard sequencing here. Sequining, not sequencing. Well, I guess we could do. Yes. Try to be methodical with the stitching of the sequins. The clowns are. Now we're at the clown act at the circus. Really silly. Yeah, there's a couple spots where we almost need the sequins because the original thread broke. I was like, if we're going to have to redo this, then we might as well just bedazzle it while we're at it. I know this is. Let's see here. I shouldn't have been gassed, but gonna hazard another 2.5 hours of sequining. Probably a little bit less if I just put on a program and the cats didn't bug me. But the stitches just take the amount of time they take. And I gotta get back on Wilmer's project. Alright. I think this should be done by Sunday. And then, do we want to start sewing the meters for the ruffle at the bottom of the baby doll dress and the corresponding robe? I think so, because that's what I wanted to do. Okay. Scrunch, okay. I do want to get the sequence done, but my brain was stewing. So for thinking through the next steps. Where are you? There. Okay. I should see what we like better, because for the bottom ruffle section, I was thinking of 6-inch strips. We'll roll hem the sections, and then we'll see what we like better. If how the gathering foot works. Doing it actually. No, I want to try the shirring foot so that we can do the line in the center, so that we can add 3 or 4 layers for the bottom of the ruffle to give it some body. Or if we, I guess we could also mix in two. Well, I have to. Yeah. There's the foot I'm looking for. Let's see how this material takes to shirring. We are like in hummingbird mode. I'm gonna do this for a few minutes, then we're gonna do that. I guess I don't need to be right at the edge for this, but alright, let's shir it up. Yeah, because I figured we just cut like 30 yards, 30 meters, 6-inch wide strips. So if we're going to do the bottom of the robe section and the bottom of the baby doll dress, that I figured we'd need a whole bunch. And we haven't batch sold and sewn and ruffled in a while. And we need to do the mock-up for that shirtwaist and get the crochet trimmings, the Irish crochet, fully attached. Well, that's not too bad. If we did that in the center, and then we'll do a couple of them stacked, and then the bottoms will be floofy. Okay. Kind of like that. I'm just doing fast fingers, tucking it in there. Alright, not too shabby. Oh, that'll be super cute for the bottom of that dress. Yep, I got it. Now we need to call it a show pretty soon here, because I emptied out I worked on Mount Scrapmore, and only to be surrounded by more chaos. Alright, but yeah, I've got sequins to sit and do after we practice our juggling. I think the show and tell for Sunday should be pretty good, because we're going to have our trapeze boots done. I am getting the sequining done on this dress, and this dress is going to be finished. And that's definitely what I'm saying. I think I can 100% get done by Sunday. So to keep to my words, thank you everybody so much for hanging out. I think this Wednesday time slot, I'm quite, as long as the IRL work things don't get in the way, which sometimes that's just the nature of the calling. But all right, enough about me. Thank you so much. If people don't mind smashing buttons on the way out of the tent, thanks don't wait till tomorrow to be fabulous today, and don't laugh at others unless you have laughed at yourself. Thank you so much. I will be back Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are continuing being shamed by Mr. Singer in the Singer instructions for art embroidery. We'll see if we get any better at our fancy open work stitches, which I'm kind of hooked on making the little mesh nets. There's something to it, which is also why we were contemplating using this same fabric. This is going to be like we're just going to town with this sheer one to do a embroidery anglaise collar to mix up with the shirtwaist. We've got plans. We've got ideas. I need to get off my fanny for a few minutes. So do something awesome. I'll be back. You guys I really appreciate everybody who takes time out of their day, their week to come hang out at the circus tent with me. All right, you're awesome. I'm going to hit the ends and wrap up stream buttons. We'll see. If it says I'm still streaming after I say this in like 2 minutes, I'm really not. So, all right. I'll be back on Sunday. Stay awesome. Stay safe. I'll talk to you later. Bye.